You may be wondering what we're doing here.
So this story starts all the way back in Townsville.
Thank you so much to our Patreons. Your support helps make these videos possible. And if you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment. We love hearing from you. Hi, we're the James family.
Are you sick of your day-to-day life? Ever thought about doing something different?
Well, we did just that.
We bought an unfinished aluminium catamaran and we're fixing her up as we sail around the world.
Come along for the journey and click subscribe.
Daddy? Mommy? Charlie? James.
So I've been looking into options as to what we do about stopping our tinny from being so tippy. And the two main ones that I've found is you can get blow-up sponsons that go along the side, and you get them just down near the waterline to steady it up. And the other way is a thing called a captain's collar. Now, a captain's collar is where it is a big section of foam that attaches along the side and goes there and increases the buoyancy outboard and down low to steady the boat up. Now, we got a quote, and to get it delivered up here, they're a fantastic product, by the way, and I think they're great, but it's just under $2,000. As we paid $800 for the Tender, we don't really want to overcapitalize and spend $2,000 on a captain's collar for it. So we didn't want to go the inflatable sponsons, because the biggest problem with inflatables is that they pop or they get holes in them, and the reason we went with the tinny is for something a bit sturdier. So what we've done is we've found a fantastic workaround. So the captain's collars are made out of a foam called EVA Foam, and another thing made out of that foam is gym mats. So Cait, being the marketplace guru that she is,
we put it out on Marketplace that if anyone has the interlocking like EVA foams, that we're really into upcycling. So if anyone has any that they were not using anymore, we would love to repurpose it and give it a new life. A few people got in touch with us. They've got a whole bunch of foam mats that they are no longer using. Some people have said that they're really dirty, but we're more than welcome to, which is perfect. And we are hopefully gonna pick up a whole stack of them, and we will repurpose them, which we think we're really into the repurposing and upcycling, so this is perfect.
yeah, so it's really, really good. Today is a very yucky day, so it's not the best for boat jobs, but it is the perfect day for shopping. And yesterday my phone decided to die and do these ones every time you turn it on. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not loving life. So we're gonna go this morning, hire the car, we're gonna pick up some foam mats, pick up a new phone for me, and Charlie was a really good girl at swimming this morning, weren't you? You were kicking your legs, so what are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna get?
Baby Dino.
We're gonna go to McDonald's and get her favourite baby Chino, because she was very, very good with her teacher.
Need a baby Dino?
Thank you very much. What do we got here, Charlie girl? Oh, careful.
It always amazes me, the generosity of people. We put it out on the local Facebook groups that we were looking for EVA foam in any condition to repurpose, and the responses were amazing. So after picking them up, we cleaned them up with the pressure washer and let them dry in the sun. So the foam's all nice and dry, and we've got a bit of a family factory line going on. We've got the stack over here, Sam cutting off the edges. We've got Charlie on her break. She's been picking up the pieces and putting it into the trash.
She's been my little helper, picking up all the bits that I cut off and putting them in here for us.
Once those are done, they're coming over here and measuring out halfway through, so they're getting cut in half. These are ones that are to be cut in half. They will be interlocked like this. There we go. This is my handy dandy ruler that I've been using to get a straight edge when cutting. When you have kids, you find that they have a lot of stuff. Normally when we need something, we go to Charlie's stuff first to find it. So she's got a few coloring books, like this coloring pad that's pretty long, so I've just been using this straight edge to use with the X-Acto knife to get a nice straight edge like down here. So we tried a few different things. We tried the stake, the really sharp knife that we have. That sort of worked, but it was very slow. And the thing that we're finding works the best is the X-Acto, the Stanley knife. That's been the best for cutting the foam so far. And the thing we found really easy is just using the scissors to cut off the end bits. And then it's off to the hardware store for some glue and some fiberglassing supplies for the projects on the tender. Which brings us here to the boatyard.
So now you're all caught up to what we're up to. Essentially, I know it looks a little bit unusual having these extensions out the back here, and a better option would have been to weld some aluminium steps onto an aluminium tender. But we wanted to, this here is all practice for other projects we have on our main boat. So we wanted to practice on the tender first before we start building stuff on there. So we wanted to see how gluing fiberglass to aluminium would go. And so what we've found is we've put a sheet here. Next time we would use silicone under it, because as the aluminium expands and contracts, there isn't any give really in the fiberglass. So that's something we've learned. We're also trying with the captain's collar here because we want to insulate our boat with a whole heap of foam around all the stringers. So we're testing different glues on here to see how they go. So when we do it on our big boat, we've got a better idea of what we're doing. So we're building some floor for the tender. Now what we're using is XPS foam, which is a type of polystyrene. It's one of the cheapest closed cell foams you can get. And again, it's just because we haven't done a lot of fiberglassing. We wanted to practice here on something that's low consequence. So when we're doing something a lot more important to us on the big boat, that's hopefully going to last, then we're doing a lot better job. But if these snap off, it doesn't really matter. Essentially, all they're going to be is we're going to put another gusset there, and they're just an easier way to hop in and out of the tender when we're swimming. These here, as you've gathered earlier, we got them nice and free. So we'll be gluing them out further and further onto here and just seeing how the glues go when we're gluing foam to aluminium, which is the way we want to insulate our catamaran on the inside. And when it comes to the floors, well, to be honest, we just wanted floors in the tender. So it's another little bit of fiberglass practice. And so we've got the big sheets over there. We've even tried to shape them to the actual framework in the tender, which is a little bit extra work, but we figured let's give it a go, have a bit of practice, and yeah, see what's happening. So join us next week as we tell you all the things we've learned, the mistakes we've made, and the main thing it's cost us is time, but we can show you different ways to do things that would be a heck of a lot quicker than the way we started.
Thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying our videos and would like to help support us making videos and content, consider becoming a Patreon. The link is in the description below. And don't forget to click those like and subscribe buttons, and we will see you all next week.